welcome to pile one of what is your person's karma. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what comes out. Alright, let's see what the first two cards are. The first two cards are the High Priestess and the King of Cups reversed. Let's see what more cards we can get to clarify the situation. All right. So I get the Fool underneath the King. The Fool is underneath the King of Cups. So the first thing that I get is that the King of Cups, they they uh, they took you for a fool. They basically they misjudged you, and they have almost a sense of smug superiority over people. I am getting sociopathic vibes, and that they know what they're doing. They actually, a lot of people, or sometimes when people do something wrong, they don't necessarily know what they're doing. But this person I'm getting, they did know what they were doing, and there's a part of them that enjoyed fooling people, and so yeah, it's a sociopath basically. And I don't always get that because, like I said, they don't always know what they're doing. Sometimes it can be more unconscious, but I'm getting here that they're very almost smirkily conscious about what they're doing, and just they almost mischievous, like they did what they could get away with. And my sense is that you're somebody who goes within a lot, and you're very in touch with your spirituality, but this experience made you feel almost that you couldn't trust that. You felt like you couldn't. The effect on you is that you couldn't trust your own spirituality. That was a negative effect on you. And the karma almost is that they thought they could fool you. They thought that they could fool you, and they were convinced that they did. But we've got the Chariot in reverse. You got away from them in some way. Like you've kind of figured out what their game was, and you hightailed it out of there. So there's a sense of them, when they figured they couldn't fool you anymore, they got kind of angry that you could get away from them. That they didn't they Their karma is that they feel they don't like it that you got away from them, and it gave them a sense of anger at losing control. Let's see though. Let's see if they have any other. Let me shuffle a card some more. See if they have any other karma. Let's see. I got the Strength card in reverse, and with the third card down, let's see what that is. And so I got the Strength card in reverse, and what I got from that is that no matter how much they try and control you, they can't do that. They can't. They thought they could, and it was almost a blow to their ego to feel that there's someone that they couldn't control. So yeah, as you can see, the Strength card, that can mean that, in one of its aspects is somebody's trying to control or gain domination over another person in an unhealthy way, especially when it's reversed. So yeah, they feel that um, they can't control you. That's their karma. And I also get the word patience, and they never will have the patience to create something long lasting. That's what I got from the Empress, because the Empress, they help nourish and bring something into the world, and they will never have the patience to do that. And I also get they will never have true inner peace because of their behavior, because I think my sense is that their behavior runs into the gamut of sociopathy. So because of that, because of their sociopathy, they'll never have inner peace. All right, let's see if we can have some cards that could bring peace to you. In terms of, I got live life to the fullest, and what I got is that when you fully embody this energy of living life to the fullest, it will kind of release you. It will release you from the situation. Like it will help you just gain a sense of power. Gain a sense of power. And let's see this deck right here. I get third. Oh, okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Opportunity. Live life to the fullest and opportunity. Let's see what it says. It says, live in the moment. Let go of the past. And there is no point worrying about the future. A wonderful opportunity exists for you today. Embrace it. All right, this is all we have for pile number 1. Now it is time for pile number 2. Let me shuffle the cards. And it's time for pile number 2. Oop, this popped out. Justice just popped out before I could even put it. So I'm going to shuffle, see what I can get. That's one of the cards. That's another card. And, alright, let's see. So I already got the Justice card popped out, and that's the kind of the ultimate karma card. So, I get the sense that there is already a sense of justice happening. But let's see what happens. So we've got the Queen of Cups, the Emperor reversed, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So I get a sense that this is a very moody, emotionally manipulative person. Could be a woman because it's the Queen of Cups. And my sense is this person, they use their kind of moodiness to actually inflict a lot of emotional damage on other people. Like these two cards combined, and they just, I heard the word lots of emotional damage. Like they could be very like cruel with their kind of almost emotional manipulative energy, and they could just almost seep into your psyche with their cruel words, and it was almost a way of gaining dominance over someone. But I heard the words cruel words. Let's see what else. Like the Six of Pentacles reversed, so it was like there was something wrong with the way that they gave to other people. It was never like a pure it wasn't pure, or they would be constantly giving out like mean words or mean behavior meant to hurt and control other people. So what they gave out, I get, was like they gave out poison constantly. Like they were always giving out poison, and these kind of 3 cards go together. So I get I should take these cards back, and then I'm going to shuffle a little bit and to see what is their karma. What is their karma? And get it should be with interesting. So the King of Cups, the King of Swords, um, and also the Three of Pentacles, and I get that they'll have their karma is to have relationship problems, like never having a relationship work, like wanting it to work, but it's like they eventually seep their poison out on their mate, almost like their person that what they're with, and therefore it makes their relationship not work. Like they're always giving poison, and what I get is that they give poison eventually to everybody. Like you thought it was just you, but they give poison to people, everyone eventually. Okay, let's see. And I got the Wheel of Fortune. So I get that they're kind of arrogant. Whenever like something good would happen to them, they were very arrogant about it, and they kind of rubbed it into people's faces. And so I get the fact that because of their sort of snotty attitude about the good things in their life, like how they would just like that was part of their poison. Like they would just like always have to like rub it into people's faces and try and make themselves bigger and make other people smaller. And I get that for every time they did that, the Wheel of Fortune will turn in reverse in their for their like undoing for how they kind of treated other people. So that's what I get. Let's see if I get any other cards. And I also got the Eight of Swords came out. So like they'll be trapped by all the poison that the verbal and emotional poison that they gave to everybody else. They will eventually will be trapped by it. It's like they gave it to everybody else, and they don't know what to do with all the horrible energy they've given to other people else, and it kind of traps them. So let's see. Um, let's see. One, two. I get this is a card. Raise your vibration. So I get that you should, like, as much as you can, raise yourself out of the vibration of how this person tried to bring you down, and use it as fuel. Use it as fuel to um, to sort of move yourself beyond the pain of what they did to you. And I also got build on solid ground. Because perhaps what you built with this person was not solid, and maybe it made you feel like you could never have anything, like they hurt your trust so much that you felt, oh, you'd never have anything solid again. So know that you can actually create on solid ground. You can have your trust back, and in tandem with raising your vibration, you can have your trust back, and that will give you a solid foundation, your self-trust. You're regaining your self-trust. All right, we've got the third pile. So place these up here, put these back here, and it's time for pile 3. So let me shuffle and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So we've got the 9 of Cups, the Magician in reverse, the Hanged Man, and I think that's their karma here. So I get that this person, they were very, the thing is they empowered their their bad things that they did was they empowered themselves by trying to take other people's bounty. That's what I first got. Either taking their relationship, taking their stuff. I just get the word taking, taking, taking. Thought they were empowering themselves by taking people's good wishes, their fulfillment. Like whenever someone had something good, they wanted to literally take it for themselves. Like there's many different ways that this could manifest, but yeah, that's what I see. Like taking relationships from other people, um, just stealing. Like if it's always stealing more than their fair share type thing. Like always doing that in a myriad of small and large ways. Uh, let's see. Like what's a more individualistic thing that they may have stolen someone's, like sort of, what I get from this card is like they just sort of, they pretended to be, and this may be certain small cases, but they pretended to be a certain like unfeeling person, but that's not what they were. They pretended to be the Queen of Swords in order to like lie that they didn't really want something that they actually did, and because of that they were able to sort of swoop in by putting on a certain facade, like not really showing their intentions, pretending they had no emotions, they didn't really want anything, and then they kind of, I see an image of a snake, they kind of like, this was not their true form, and they went in and they stole something. And it gave them, but they feel that that's their only way to have power. And for their karma, I get their karma is that they'll always be in the state of the Seven of Wands. If they don't learn their lesson, they'll always be in a state of like chaos, like never leaving that state of chaos. Like perpetually, you see the hangman here, um, like always being in that state of, you know, like like chaos, like always never being able to relax, never being able to be at peace, like being perpetually stuck in this state of of constantly not having any peace, never being able to actually be in a state of calmness and receptivity. That's the word that came to mind. They can never be constantly in a state of receptivity because they're always taking, always taking, and never having that sense of inner peace, that inner spiritual peace. All right, and let's see what cards come to mind for advice cards or perhaps clarity about the situation. All right, let's see. Pile or four from the bottom. And I got be open to love. And that could be in many different forms, friendship, romantic, but just be a sense of open to love. And let's see any clarity of that cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got also, and this is the most important card, to be open to love, but I got refine your attention and make a plan. So the way to get away from this situation and the anger, because I feel that some may have an immense anger at this person, what they've taken from you, is to make a plan, feel that energy into making a plan, and also eventually refining your attention to like just, you know, gradually looking away from this, like giving yourself a time to grieve. Like maybe they're not the person you wanted them to be, but gradually like refining your attention away from this and learning to trust again. I get that's a big issue, is like trusting, right? That not everyone's going to steal from you. And let's see if we can get, I got 5 from the bottom. Let's see. 1, 2, oop, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. and also soulmate. So that came to soulmate, finding your true soulmate. That's interesting because I got be open to love, and that will help, trusting that there is a soulmate out there that won't steal from you and will be, embody qualities of true integrity. And well, thieving is not integrity. So love, partnership, magnetic attraction between two people, union. You discover a deep sense of self through a relationship with another. Let's see what other cards too. And I also got the card Two of Pentacles, that you may want to, this somehow goes with refine your attention. It's like your focus is very split right now. It's very split. Maybe some energy is towards anger at people who have acted for this pile, who've acted in this way, who've, have stolen from you, tried to take you, and acted in an untrustworthy manner. But to eventually refine your attention, like away from this, and focus on being open to love and soul, like a soulmate. Like instead of having two focuses, like creating that laser focus, like not towards the past, like maybe we want pentacles of the past, but just focusing towards the future, away from this, and releasing issues of distrust, perhaps with, therapy, or not even therapy, but just going inward, maybe some dream work to help release the pain of this, and then creating the focus, and then being open to love and creating a new life for yourself. All right, thank you. That's pile 3. Thank you for listening.